Hey you guys, what's up? It's your girl Tamaria Loc'd coming to you with another video on my Sisterlocks. I recently started documenting my journey where I go from a 4C loose natural to a locked natural. So if you're interested in natural hair content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also make sure you hit the notification bell so that you're not missing out on any of my future videos. Now today I just want to discuss some of the issues that I do have or I have found or that I am coming into within my SisterLocked journey. Of course, there's a lot of good, but there is some bad sprinkled in there as well. So we're just gonna get into that today. So here's the thing, I don't know how much longer my consultant is gonna be my consultant or if I'm gonna even switch to another person. So I really got some things to figure out. Now going into my SisterLocked journey, I did think that there was a possibility that I could end up doing my own retightenings, but I wasn't really expecting for that possibility to come up so soon. Now, my original consultant, as you guys know, I've mentioned before, only works on the weekend. She doesn't work with children around in the area space, which I totally understand because it's not a lot of space. It's barely enough space for me and her, let alone any kids running around in and out, coming to ask you for this or wanting that. So I can get why she doesn't want any kids around. My consultant, she's not really, she's not that flexible. This is the first time that I actually missed an appointment with her because I had to go see the backup consultant because I had to bring my daughter to my appointment, and then I didn't call her immediately after that appointment to schedule my next appointment with her. So I waited, I would say, about a week before I contacted her to reschedule my appointment within the 4 weeks. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to get anything with her because she was booked up for the entire... Why he gotta be so loud? Like the whole time he been gone, like it's been pretty quiet in the neighborhood. Now he's here and every time he pulls up, this is what you hear. And he takes forever to turn the radio off. Hold on. All right, he's done. So I reached out to the backup consultant and I was like, asking her if she had anything available for the month of October. I didn't hear anything back from her. So I was like, look at this weirdo. Get out the window. So I didn't hear anything back from her for like a week. Like she didn't respond to my text. Or okay, maybe it wasn't a week. It was probably like 3 or 4 days I didn't hear anything back from her. So I texted her, okay, if nothing is available for the month of October, what about the month of November? Waited a few more days. So it kind of was like a week. So I'm like, I know the two of them are friends and I know they communicate with each other. So she probably told her how her experience went once I got my retie done with her. So basically the feeling that I got from the experience with trying to schedule an appointment was that they spoke to each other and they was like, nope, she didn't book with me. She didn't book with me either after she left from her appointment. So let's kind of give her the runaround on scheduling her next one. Now I could be overreading it, looking into it, and it could just absolutely be nothing, but that's what I felt like. And then I started thinking like, what if you started retying your own hair? Because it doesn't look that hard, even though it might take a long time. But I feel like it's definitely something that I could do. When I went into the SisterLocked journey, the only thing that I was really concerned about was making sure that I got my locks installed. And then I was hoping that I would be able to maintain a relationship with someone that I would like so that I could keep on getting my hair retied by them, because I was like, I really just like the fact that I don't have to do anything to my hair. But at this point, it looks like the tables are turning. And then the thing that I forgot to mention was that my consultant, this is just like a side hustle for her. So it's not something that she does like full time. So on her regular job, she does a lot of traveling. So not only is she's not going to be available throughout the week. There's going to be some weekends that she's also not available because she's out of town for work, which kind of happened for the month of October, and then which is also happening for the month of November. She's going to be out of town for the first 2 weeks of November, so no appointments there. And if she booked up her 4 weekends within a week in October, then who's to say that I'm going to be able to get on her register for November? Now, of course, there is the backup consultant, which is good. And then there's one other consultant within my area that is certified that I could reach out to, see if I can start some kind of relationship with her. But then again, there's probably going to be a transfer of a client fee. So if I transfer my loctician to somebody else, or if I decide I want to start seeing somebody else, whether it's 1 time or 2 times, then I'm gonna have to pay a transfer client fee. And that fee, I can't remember, but I want to say it's anywhere from like $65 and up, depending on the person. It might be a little bit more than that, but I want to say, I believe the lowest was like $65 to transfer to someone else. The backup person did not charge me a transfer client fee because she actually helped to install my SisterLocks. So me going to her if she's available is also an option. So that's the thing that I'm really not liking about having my SisterLocks. So I kind of get that experience that reminds me of when I was a loose natural or a relaxed natural, and I was trying to find a hairstylist that could, you know, fit my needs in a timely manner, get me in, get me out without any hesitations, without having to break the bank in order to, you know, get my services done that I needed. So, you know, you have your culture when it comes to hairstylists. So to me, I really wish I could have my own personalized SisterLocked consultant. Like, she's really here for me and for my hair and for the growth and the care and the love that it takes to grow beautiful SisterLocks. But I don't feel like I have that with my consultant. I feel like it's just the in and out thing. But it just seems like my consultant, she's just like stuck in her ways. I asked her if I was to take the self-retightening class, or if she offered the self-retightening class, because I know there's some consultants that you can go to that can actually teach you the class without you having to go like travel out of town to do it. So she was like, no, she doesn't teach that class. And if I decide to start retightening my own locks on my own, then she wouldn't be able to see me as a client anymore, because she said if my locks start thinning, then she didn't want that to be something that I put on her, because I started doing my own retightenings. So it's just like, my consultant, she has her ways set in stone. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it just doesn't really mesh with it doesn't mesh with my needs. So the other lady, she's cool. She's not even on the SisterLocked registry. I'm guessing she didn't want to pay the fees associated with being a SisterLocked consultant and take the refresher classes, because that's something that a lot of the consultants have to do as well. I guess she was just like, I'm just gonna do my SisterLocks from home. She has the poster and everything, and she does locks pretty well. It just seems like if you don't book with your consultant right after your appointment, as far as dealing with the 2 people that I'm dealing with, then 9 out of 10 times you ain't gonna get an appointment when you would need one. So I just don't like that aspect of it. And so something else is that there's also trainee consultants in my area. I believe there's 2 trainees and then 2 certified SisterLocked consultants. Now, my consultant and my backup consultant claim that they are literally always booked. And I can believe that. I believe I'm definitely not the only one in the area with SisterLocked, even though I haven't really ran into anybody with them personally, except for my 2 locticians. So I'm pretty sure if they're the only 2 or 3, then I'm pretty sure they're constantly booked up with people needing their hair done and setting appointments and things of that nature. And so I thought about reaching out to the trainees, but I'm just like, what I don't want to do is to just keep reaching out to these people and getting bad experiences and just not getting the overall service that I feel that I deserve and what I'm actually looking for. I know it's just hair, but if I'm gonna be paying somebody for the rest of my life to provide me a service, then I would rather it be a service of quality. Like when I go to my appointments, like I want it to be something like a getaway moment from my household. I want it to be like a moment to where I'm just going and I'm relaxing and I'm just chilling, getting my hair retied. I mean, for the most part, your consultants that you will run into will try to provide that for you. So I do see why people say that it's important that you find a consultant that you feel comfortable around, because this is going to be somebody that you're spending a lot of time with. Like you may not think about it as a lot of time in the beginning, but once those appointments start kicking in and you going and you being around this person, you'll notice that you want to be around somebody that you vibe with and, you know, have some things that you can relate to. So I know that's kind of difficult because when you first meet somebody, of course, they're going to be trying to put on the good face, give you first good impressions, and you're going to be like, you think you read that person right, but then once you sit down in their chair and you start really getting into their own comfort zone, it's a completely different story. So I know it's kind of hard for you to be like, oh, I'm gonna meet this person for the first time and see if we're gonna work together. And I feel like that's basically what I did. I didn't meet up with a second loctician. It was just first person who could do my hair. I was ready, I was down, I was willing, I had the money, I wanted to get it done. So that's pretty much what happened. I wasn't like out here looking to see who was gonna be my next best friend. But yeah, that's just something to consider when you're going through your SisterLocked journey. Just know that if you don't want to do your own retightening, or if you don't have a plan to take the retightening class, then you either gonna constantly be from chair to chair paying a transfer client fee because you don't like your consultant, or you're just gonna be stuck in somebody's chair that you just really don't get along with. The style is cute, it's popping, but you're gonna have to have somebody that you really trust and somebody that you really think would take care of your hair by your side and on your side in an event that you can't do it yourself or you don't want to do it yourself. But that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that share button, put it on any of your social media platforms. Right, I am gonna leave some videos on the screen for you to go ahead and check out next, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.